Hi, folks. I'm actually thinking of setting up a podcast, and I'm running through some ideas with folks. I'm pissed and stoned, by the way, so I'm probably chatting shit. But some of the stories I wanted to tell are accounts and stories that didn't make my book. And although I'm working on a second book at the minute, some of these stories I'd love to get into the book because sorry, into the second book because I was kind of restricted to 72,000 words with the first book and 350 pages, and I had to leave so many good massive stories out, and stories that to me were pivotal in my life, and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Just give sort of more meat and fucking volume to like the story I was trying to tell. I One of the stories that missed the book was my story of depression, and I mean, there's nothing funny about depression or suicide, but throughout my life, you know what I mean, it's part of my psyche, you know what I mean? And if you've read my book, you know my story, you'll know that I've had a load of fucking shit in my life. And that shit, you know what I mean, has taken a heavy toll on me mentally. But I try to fight it, you know what I mean, because there's so many positives in my life and that. But one story that didn't make the book, and I thought I wanted it to make the book, but we just couldn't fit it in, was the story of me trying to kill myself, which was no laughing matter. Don't get me wrong, because I've been on the edge so many times. I mean, once, I mean, like, I've tried to kill myself about 3 or 4 times. I mean, that is brutal truth. And mostly by suicide, or by slipping my wrist, sorry, by topless or by slipping my wrist. And one time I was in Charing Cross train station, and I was fucking really, really down and depressed, and I couldn't actually see what is the fucking point. You know what I mean? I was lost. I'd lost all hope, and I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna just kill myself. I kid you not, like I was waiting on the next train coming through that fucking tunnel, and I was going to throw myself off the platform onto the fucking rail track, and that would have been the end of it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be here telling you this story now, but I don't know if there's a God out there looking for me or whatever. Fate had a different fucking path for me, but the fucking train was delayed, and all of a sudden we got all these signs up on the boards and in the train station saying, "Sorry, this train's been cancelled. There'll be another one along shortly." But you know what I mean? I came that fucking close. If that train had come down that track, I would have thrown myself off the line, and I wouldn't be talking now to you. But I mean, with my life, I mean, I've had depression, and I don't want to label the point, but depression's always been a part of my life, part of my psyche. You know what I mean? It's just like fate and fucking the norms weaved me a tragic fucking beginning of my life, you know what I mean? Like from my mother being missing and my dad fucking dying. It's just like fucking shit heaped upon fucking shit. But you know what I mean? Like I made the best of it. I got on with life and I had a good life and I've got a beautiful family and a wife and all at the minute, but I'm digressing. Let me get back to the story. So one of the times I tried to kill myself, like at the time I was doing a lot of drugs, so I was, and like drugs have always, for me, they've always been an escapism. You know what I mean? I've never been addicted to them. I've always controlled them, but they've always offered me escapism from the reality of my life. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I'm living in South London with Simone, my wife, my queen. You know what I mean? Like, for once, God smiled on me, and I am eternally grateful for that. Anyway, I'm living up there with her. She's a dancer, a professional dancer. She's traveling all over the world, dancing and performing this, that, and the other. And I'm fucking like I mean, I'm trying to deal with my demons at home. I had a good job, I was earning good money, but my depression was just fucking, it was like a dark cloud over me. No matter how much money or how happy I was, there was always, I just could not find fucking equilibrium and peace, you know what I mean? So anyway, she's away, and it was a very, like, I depend on someone for my happiness. If she wasn't there, I felt cast adrift. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she's fucking in Turkey performing, and I'm at home. And at the time, I had a couple of major problems: drugs, drinking, and gambling. And they all were fucking disruptive and like negative aspects of my life. But I was earning good money, you know what I mean? I was like, earning really good money. But I was taking a lot of time off work and all that because I just like I've still had a coke and like fucking loads of other drink, this, that, the other. And I don't know why, because I should have been happy. I had everything going for me. I had the fucking most beautiful woman in the world. I had a new baby on the way, this, that, and the other. But the demons fucking haunted me. I mean, someone left me. I felt alone and like depressed and like. Anyway, I used to fucking get up in the morning like, and I'm out of work because, well, I'm in work, but I'm off sick because I've got mental problems. You know what I mean? And every morning I used to get up and I used to watch fucking Doctor. What do you call it? This morning. Particularly Dr. Raj. Remember Dr. Raj? I was well in Dr. Raj, so I was. So every day I'd get up, have a couple of spliffs, fucking couple of drinks, this, that, and the other, and then just flop out on the settee and watch fucking daytime TV. And that suited me because I didn't want to have to think about life or deal with life. I just wanted to fucking zone out. And Dr. Raj, he was my fucking favourite. I loved him. He was my best shrink, you know what I mean? Like, and well, I loved it all, but it's just the way my life was going at the minute. For some reason, I honed into Dr. Raj this morning, so I never missed it. I watched it every fucking day. You know what I mean? I get up and I watch fucking like daytime TV. You know what I mean? Like, and the probably the truth of the matter is, like, I was probably trying to escape from my own reality. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to blot out fucking everything that was fucking bringing me down. And there wasn't that much to be done about. But as I say, it was part of me and my side that depression was an element of my life. Anyways, so I used to get up in the morning and watch Dr. Ross and Phone Simone, which was in Turkey, and then I go down to the pub and then I do a bit of fucking gambling, this, that, and the other. And my gambling was out of control. I mean, once I lost 4K in one weekend, it was like, it's brutal, mate. And Simone almost left me. I just went crazy. I was stoned. I was coked up my head. And it was just when online gambling started up, you know what I mean? Because I've never been a big gambler on the horses or the football list, you know what I mean? It was always online or slot machines for me. And I've been working, I got a massive bonus. I think about 8 grand in my wages that month. It was huge. And I fucking blew 4K in one weekend from Friday night till Saturday afternoon. I fucking sat up all night and I was doing stupid backs, 100 bets on this, 100 bets on that. The fucking slots machines turn off a fucking machine. So I was really fucking down. And this was just before Simone went to fucking Turkey. And I hid it from her because obviously, uh, that's what gamblers or addicted people do. They hide their fucking addiction. And I was making that much money, but she noticed all that money was missing. She went ballistic, mate. She went fucking mad. And funny enough, I come home from work one day, and I'd always back then, probably a throwback to my mod days. I loved like dressing well, so I had really fucking stylish like the designer clothes that I paid a fortune for. And she had obviously seen a bank statement or something. Like I'm home from work, thinking everything was okie dory. And when I walked into the house, there's a big, massive fucking pile of cloth and material in the middle of the room. I'm thinking, what the fuck's that? And then I click. she'd gone and fucking got all my designer fucking clothes out of the cupboard and cut them all up. I had joking, there's about fucking 2, 3 thousand grand worth of clothes cut up, and she even fucking tried to do my shoes. She couldn't actually do it, but she fucking, I think it was a hammer or something, but she beat the fuck out of the shoes. You know what I mean? It was funny. But anyway, she's on holiday, right? And I'm depressed and I'm pissed off with my life. And I'm watching fucking This Morning, you know what I mean? It's the only thing that keeps me going. And I'm looking forward to Dr. Raj. And I had a spliff and I had some drinks and like, and all of a sudden, I'm watching TV, I'm watching Dr. Raj, and there was this puff of smoke, a little like sound, like a bang, and the fucking TV blew up, and smoke started coming out the back of the TV. And I'm thinking, fuck me, what's going on here? And suddenly, I was lost. I didn't have Dr. Raj or the TV or anything to fucking lose myself in. So that was it. That just fucking pushed me over the edge, so it did. And I ended up fucking taking an overdose. One of many, but this one it was tablets, so it was. But thankfully, for me and for the family, I'd already spoken. I'd spoken to Simone beforehand, and she could tell what a fucking mess I was in. And she ended up phoning her brother and her dad and says, "Get your ass down there because he's fucking gonna top himself." You know what I mean? And they came round to the house, so they did. I was living in South London at the time, and like I had to kick the door in because I was fucking unconscious on the floor. And luckily they come in, they found me, and they brought me to hospital. You know what I mean? I was grateful for that because, like, even though I wanted, or I thought I wanted to kill myself, deep down that wasn't the answer. I was just crying for help, and I'd lost all hope. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't deal with the fucking pressure banging up or building up my head. So they brought me to the hospital and they pumped me out. So they did. And yeah, they pumped me out, and after a couple of hours in the hospital, after treatment and that, they sent me to a mental fucking hospital up in South London, Shirley Oaks, it was called, private place, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I got up to the hospital. I'm fucking depressed beyond words, and like I just like had this crash. You know what I mean? I tried to top myself, and like, and it was never about me. You know what I mean? It was all about my disappointing other people and hurting other people. You know what I mean? So I'm down in the hospital, and all night long I'm just tortured with what am I doing to my family? Why can't I fucking sort my head out? And eventually, you know, I mean, I fell asleep despite the fucking being surrounded by madmen and mad people who were screaming and yelling and fucking. It sounded like a fucking scene from fucking hell, mate. You know what I mean? There was no rest, but eventually I fell asleep. And I got up the next morning, so I did, and I went into the fucking the nurse came to me and tried to give me some breakfast. I wasn't interested. I just wanted to fucking die, basically. And she says, "Oh, we're going to go and take you to see the doctor." And, you know, part of me thought, yeah, doctor might be able to help, but I've been there before and done it before, and I knew it was going to be fucking tablets and counselling, you know what I mean? I thought, I wanted, it's always been about instant gratification, so I wanted an instant fucking cure for all my problems, but of course that's not available. So anyway, she takes me down to the doctor's office and says, have a seat. I'm sitting there, and funny enough, and this is bizarre, you know, I'm sat there and I'm looking at all these people around me, and they all look fucked. They all look as if, you know what I mean, like they've given up fucking their life and there's nothing. It was just despair and misery all around me. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, why am I here? I don't belong here, you know what I mean? But obviously I did belong there because I tried to kill myself. I was trying to distance or detach myself from the situation. Anyways, eventually the doctor, receptionist comes out and says, doctor will see you now. And I walked in and this is the killer. I walked in and I sat down and I looked at the doctor and it was Dr. Raj. Can you fucking believe that? I'm sat there, I'm fucking just had to kill myself because my TV had blown up and it pushed me over the edge, and I was missing Dr. Raj, And I went into this fucking mental hospital and they bring me in to see the doctor. And lo and behold, it's fucking Dr. Ranj. It was fucking crazy, I can tell you. And the bizarre and to me, the funniest thing about it was, see, when I seen him, he looked at me and I looked at him and I clicked on him. He's like, fuck me, that's Dr. Raj. And I started laughing like a madman. Honest to God, like you wouldn't have seen the state of me. I should have been on a straight jacket. It just threw me over the fucking edge. I started fucking laughing and giggling like a fucking madman. And Dr. Raj just looked at me as if to say, fuck me. I wonder if I'm going to need security for this one. Anyway, that's my Dr. Raj story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.